In this video, I share why you should drink more water. If that's something that interests you, keep watching. Hi, I'm Paula. Around here we talk about lifestyle, health, well-being and planning. So let's get to why you should drink more water. I'm going to be sharing with you a couple of science-based reasons to drink water, and I know drinking water can be difficult, particularly if you're like me. You haven't been brought up with drinking water. I was brought up in Australia, and you would think that we would naturally drink water, but back then in the 50s and 60s, the benefits of water really wasn't known. You just drank when you're thirsty. And when I was at school, we just had these big troughs, big steel troughs, and the water poured out, and this is in South Australia. And a lot of the time the water was really hot because these troughs were outside, they weren't under shade. The pipes really did warm up, and so you just had warm water, so you didn't drink a lot of water. And so was it any wonder that I as a kid used to suffer from a lot of headaches? And of course, one of the signs of dehydration is headaches. There's a lot of other signs of dehydration which we'll talk about in a little bit later on. But you really do need water, a little bit more extra water than tea or coffee, extra water than a pop or any other fizzy drink can provide. You need to actually drink pure water for your health. Later on, as an adult, I lived in outback town for a little while, and all we had to drink was bore water, which came from the great artesian basin right under the earth, right in the middle of Australia, and windmills used to draw the water from the great artesian basin, and it came out, and so that water had to be treated before we ever could drink it. And in the outback, a lot of people drink beer because it's a lot more palatable than drinking some water. So just because we live in a hot country, it doesn't mean we are automatically going to be drinking water. And the important thing is to understand why we drink water. It's no use saying, well, you should drink water, and that's not going to help us. But what will help us is to understand exactly why we need to drink water, and then a few tips on how we can actually start enjoying it. Well, the first tip is that we should drink a glass of water before anything else in the morning. Why? Well, your body is made up over 60% of water. Some people say up to 80%. It depends on what research you read, but nevertheless, you are a watery being. Your brain floats in water, your cells are made up of water, and every part of your body has cells. So you need water to hydrate. So when you get up in the morning, taking in water to hydrate is really important. It will stop you feeling that I don't want to get out of bed feeling, because it'll help clear your head. It'll clear any brain fog that you have, because you spent all night in bed, and unless you've taken sips of water during the night, you would be dehydrated, particularly if you are in a bedroom that is well heated. You know, the chances are that you would be quite dehydrated. So you need to take water in to replace the water that you have lost. And you may say, well, I'll have my cup of tea or my cup of coffee. Well, both of those have caffeine in them, and caffeine has certain amount of benefits, but it also dehydrates you. So you cannot rely on tea and coffee in replacement of water to hydrate you. If you want to feel full of zing and zap in the morning and that you're ready for the day, take this tip: drink some water first thing. I keep a bottle of water by my bedside. I do sip it during the night if I happened to wake up, and I certainly drink it when I first wake up. And it's a habit you get into. It's like any habit. It's difficult at first, but if you have your why, your reason, well, then you will do it. And after doing it for about a week, I guarantee you will feel better. So have a go at it. Keep that bottle of water or glass of water by your bed. I have a bottle of water because then if I accidentally tip it over, it's not going to spill. It'll have a top on it. And then drink it and see how you feel after about a week. And I guarantee you that you will feel much, much better, ready to start your day. Being hydrated allows nutrients to travel around your body. So it's important for nutrient transportation. If you are dehydrated, those vitamins and minerals that you consume in your food won't be transformed to you through your gut and through the cells as they should. So your body needs water to be able to absorb your nutrients. So this is tip number 2. Before you have something to eat in the morning, take another glass of water. Try not to drink it during your meal because, as some research shows, that it actually can water down the stomach acid and inhibit the digestion, the proper digestion of your food. So it's best to drink it before or afterwards, or if you really do have to drink during eating, like some people do, perhaps they've got problems swallowing, or it's just psychological, they need to drink. Just take sips instead of gulps. So if you want to help your body to absorb the food you eat, you need to be hydrated. The third tip is that water regulates the temperature of your body. Because water adapts to heat changes, it actually can help your body to regulate to hot and cold temperatures. So if you're a person particularly who finds it hard to adjust to temperatures, you must take water to help you regulate your bodily temperature and in relation to the outside temperature. So that's tip number 3. Drink water to regulate your body's temperature. Tip number 4. Did you know that your body needs lubrication? Yes, it does. Your joints have a thing called synovial fluid in them and helps your joints to run smoothly over the bone over one another. The synovial fluid relies upon water to be able to be produced properly. So you need to be hydrated if you are to lubricate your joints for your joints to work properly. I know of children who have achy joints due to dehydration. As soon as they start hydrating their body, after a few days, the inflammation in the joints actually goes, and so does the pain. So it's important for you to drink water to lubricate your body so your joints can run smoothly. Another tip is that water also helps you to absorb shock in the same way as that synovial fluid is within the joints. If there is plenty of water, all the thumps and the bumps that you experience, you'll be able to bounce more because you are lubricated. Water acts as a shock absorber. It supports your organs, your cells, all parts of your body, and helps your cells to maintain their shape. So drink enough water to keep you in shape. It's all of these things that are hidden that you don't see that is important to understand, and it gives you the why you should drink more water. Here's another tip: drink water because you are excreting water all the time through urine, through sweat, through your breath, just by the usage of being alive. Really, the usage of being alive, I don't think it makes much sense. By the nature of being alive, your body uses water all the time, even if you're not exerting yourself. So, you are sweating without you realizing that you are, and so that water really does need to be replaced. In order for your body to function well, you need to replace that which you have lost. And so the recommended amount is according to your age and weight. I am over middle age now, and I'm just 5 foot, and so the recommendation is to a litre to a litre and a half, and I usually manage 1 litre of pure water plus the teas, the coffees and the other drinks that I may drink during the day. And my last tip is that drink for your brain. Yes, your brain, as I said earlier, actually floats in water, and if you are dehydrated, that water is minimalized, it's not being flushed through, it is not being cleaned out, and so you can get terrible headaches. Your blood pressure rises and it tries to plump the fluid around your body and around your brain, because it's the water that actually has got nutrients in it, and it feeds your brain. And of course the water around your brain is a shock absorber, it's a cushion. So if you get bangs and bumps, and your brain floats around in there and it doesn't get damaged, it is protected. So protect your brain, feed your brain by feeding your body pure water on a regular basis throughout the day. Now, that is just some reasons why you should drink water, but it's enough to get you started. And now I'm just going to chat for a few minutes about actually how to drink water so you can enjoy it. Some people place a squeeze of lemon actually in the water, and so it gives it some flavour and they can make it more palatable. I put my water through a Brita filter, I haven't got one on the tap, and it changes the taste. It just takes any nasty taste out of it, takes a lot of the chemicals out of it that is not good for our body, and so drinking it pure makes all the difference. I also put chlorophyll in. Let me show you. This is liquid chlorophyll. Just get this on Amazon. It's pure chlorophyll. It's a little bit minty, and it's an internal deodorant. And so if you don't want bad breath or smelly anything else, this is what will help you. And I put a few drops in it. I've drank half this jug already. I put it in my jug, and then I put it in my glass or in my bottle, and then I drink it. I also put it in the dog's water as well, and it stops the dogs having smelly poos and smelly breath as well, so that's great. So that's how I drink it most of the time. Try to avoid bottled water, because a lot of the bottled water that you get, unbeknown to you, is reclaimed water, particularly if it's from overseas. It's sewage water that goes through the treatment plant, and it goes back into the water supply, and it's called reclaimed water. Now, we do this a lot in Australia there, and also desalination. They use seawater, desalinate it, and put that into the water supply. They have to, because otherwise there's just not enough water to go around, particularly in some parts of Australia. It very rarely rains. But some bottles that you actually get are reclaimed water, so they're not pure water. It is full of chemicals. So if I was you, which I do, I use what comes out of my tap and I filter it through a Brita filter, and I'm not an affiliate with Brita filter or anything else. That's just the one I use. I'm sure that there's other ones on the market that are just as good, and I use that to filter my water before I drink it. Now, I live in South Wales and we've got absolutely amazing water here. It's very soft, but still, because it goes through the water treatment plant, it will have chemicals in it. I still filter my water before I drink it. If you find it still difficult just to drink out of the glass, try a bottle. Sometimes it's a lot easier drinking out of a bottle. Just get a PBA-free bottle or a glass bottle and fill it up and drink it straight from the bottle, or you can try a straw. I use straws as well, and it's far easier to drink than drinking out of a glass. Because after all, it is psychological. Once you get this under control, and people say, oh, I gag when I drink water. And I know even people in Australia I grew up with, you say, I gag when I drink water. Well, it's to do with this. I've been through that stage as well, but it's psychological. You only gag when you drink water because you think about it. Once you get your mind under control, you know you've got pure water, it's filtered, it's good for you. You've got your why, you want your brain to be hydrated, you want your cells to be hydrated, you want your body generally to be hydrated. You don't want that brain fog anymore, you don't want that yucky feeling anymore. So you need to drink water. Have your why, write it down, and keep on drinking and break through that mind barrier, and I'm sure that you will end up enjoying drinking water. So, is there benefits for drinking water regularly throughout the day? Yes, there is a resounding yes to that. Let me know down in the comments if you find it difficult to drink water. Let me know down in the comments if you found a good way to drink water that you actually enjoy, and if you've overcome the difficulties of consuming water. Well, as ever, thank you for your company. If you've enjoyed this video, please like it. And please could you subscribe, because that will up the algorithms as far as YouTube is concerned, and they will recommend my video if it has more views and more subscribers. Subscription is free. Logging into Google is free. You don't have to pay anything. All it does is put your email address in. You don't pay a penny to sign up for Google's, and you get the access to Google documents and all sorts of other goodies for free as well, because you have to sign up for Google to actually be able to like and subscribe. So please do that so I can keep making more videos like this. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.